Welcome to the Fiorina Beauty Podcast, hosted by Patty Saponaro. Be prepared to hear stories of triumph, challenge, and overcoming. Along the way, you'll learn a few things too. But most importantly, you'll learn one thing. Say Bella, which means you are beautiful. Welcome to the Fiorina Beauty Podcast.
Okay. Hi, I'm Patty Saponaro with Fiorina Beauty, and I am so excited and so blessed to have my beautiful daughter, Brianna, with me today. And so please welcome my sweet daughter, Brianna. Brianna, hey, thanks for coming.
Thanks for having me. Hello.
Of course, I'm so happy to have you here. So, Brianna, one of the things that I wanted to talk about, and I know that a lot of ladies out there will be able to relate and totally empathize with you. Can you just kind of talk a little bit about the PMS and kind of some of the things that have been just an annoying issue for you?
Yeah. I mean, primarily the lower back pain is possibly the worst symptom of the PMS. Additionally, just the high irritability that most people experience, but having the strong emotion roller coaster, smallest things make you cry, but that back pain and just the overall sometimes headaches, different pains that come 1 week before, 2 weeks before, whatever it may be, is quite unbearable. It makes it hard to walk, makes it hard to stand. In my work, I'm constantly on my feet and I'm standing a lot, so it just makes it harder during that period to be able to move around. There's just stiffness there. But that's probably the main parts of it that are most difficult.
Yeah. Now, tell us a little bit. You graduated from A&M, so you're an Aggie, and you've done a lot of different things. What are you currently doing right now?
My main career is event planning. So at the moment, I am a food tour guide and manager, and we do food tours in the Dallas area. I help to run the business and manage it. I'm the primary one that does the private events with all of our corporate groups. That causes, we have to walk and stand a lot, but it's real active and you get to meet a whole bunch of people. And so it's fun. It falls into that event planning category, and done many other things, weddings, bartending, you name it, but primarily things that cause you to be on your feet, to stand. I'm not a desk job type of person.
Right. And you were an international event planner for what, 3.5 years? If I remember.
3.5 years on flights, the 16-hour flights, multiple flights lasting 2 days long. So that puts a toll on your body as well, and can make things be a little more brittle than someone who's 31 would have, being constantly on those flights.
Right. So with that being said, just this monthly, if we want to label it PMS, now you get the cramping too, right? If I remember correctly, you don't live with me anymore, but when you did, I remember you always had the
cramps for 24 hours.
Yeah. And they're debilitating. I remember when you lived with me.
Tend to make you feel like you have the flu.
Yes.
Hot, cold, temperatures rise and lower. Mm-hmm. You either need a blanket or you don't need a blanket. You're sweating, you're not sweating. But then the cramping it's hard to walk around and maneuver. I mean, I do the things that I can, heating pad, whatever it may be, to mask the pain, or take ibuprofen just to kind of be able to do my own work and stand and be able to function, because I can't just lay on the couch when it happens. So they are quite debilitating.
Right. I'm cringing because she knows. I'm like, don't take that. No.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
That's what you say to me. Yeah. But, because you've always had, honestly, even when you were in high school, you were on dance teams and you worked jobs and you had the AP classes. And so you've always been, high moving, high energy. And it really has always put a damper, right?
Yeah. Makes you more tired. I think I lose iron a lot faster than some. So if I remember, I'd take some kind of iron supplement or do something to feel that. But it's very lethargic. It's just a complete sickness feeling, at least for the 24 hours, but primarily like the week before leading up to it. I've been doing everything that I can lately, and things have been helping different. I get IVs, and that's helped a ton. My periods are way better. PMS is way better just with I have biotin, vitamins, glutathione, everything that I can in the IVs to be able to help, as well as other supplements. I take ashwagandha daily. I try to take collagen. So a lot of that helps, as well as being active, but there's still some component there.
Yeah, exactly. And so, and you and I've always talked about, you've got to take this nutrition, right, to help alongside. And so you started doing that. So that's great. And so I know I am very excited for you to start on Beauty Balance, because we'll be able to address, all those things. And we have ashwagandha in there, and L-theanine, and a good mood, and rhodiola. We have a lot of different things but we also have our hormone blend, that will help with all of those symptoms. And I think probably one of the most frustrating things, and you can kind of speak on it, is it's real. Right? It's real. And a lot of people don't quite understand, maybe not even just men, but even some women too, right? That necessarily might not have any of those issues. Yeah. And so when you say flu-like symptoms, and I mean, I remember, watching you when you were younger. And I was telling you that it's really a daily thing that you have to put back in your body. The magnesium, and we have all those things in our formula that I know long-term, will help, like you said. So that's very encouraging that some of those things you're doing now are helping. And so we know that just from the studies of what we have in our product that, it will really help. But I'm glad for you that, because I don't think I realized that, or I don't think I knew that.
Way better. I'm either starting today or tomorrow, and haven't had any issues just yet.
Oh, wow.
Most symptoms are better from those monthly IVs, and really putting a bunch of extra nutrients in, and then consistently taking the ashwagandha and those different things has helped to regulate more of the hormonal imbalances. And I think being more active and walking a ton in my job and doing a bunch of things helps, but I do attribute that I have a lot more energy. I do B12 shots too. And so kind of having that extra regimen added in has helped, and to amp up those nutrients.
That's exciting. Number one, I didn't realize that. So yay. I didn't even know.
Yeah.
We're always talking about so many things. That's exciting, and it's encouraging, of course, for everyone listening, that we have a lot of that in our formula. And we were fortunate to talk to the formulator, and so everybody will get to hear from him at some point. It was amazing, and just how the high quality and high ingredients that we're putting in our formula, because me, I've been, the ingredient police for so long.
Yeah, for sure. No, it'll be great to be able to have that every day at my home versus having to go to my IV wellness place, and having that on top of it will be, I think, even more substantial for the improvement of different symptoms,
Right.
especially at the time of PMS, but in general, really.
Absolutely. Well, it will save you a lot of money too, because you're probably buying a lot of bottles, right? You're buying different ashwagandha here, so it will save you on not having to buy all of those particular things that you're taking. The savings will be incredible.
Well, it's time saver too. I don't takes a whole bunch of my morning routine, taking all the different pills and pulling out the different liquids. So it will be a lot more beneficial just to be able to mix up one thing.
Yeah, that's a great point. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, because it's annoying.
Yeah, I already have skincare routine and all kinds of things in the morning, and have to feed my cats as well. And it's a whole process.
Right. Yeah, great point. Because, it's going to be one scoop. You're going to add in any kind of cold beverage, whether it's water or smoothie, and then you're done. And you don't have to worry about it again. So the convenience and, just all in one. Yeah. And it's so well thought out and synergistically blended together, that I'm just very excited to have you started and and us kind of follow your journey along. I know I'm very, very excited also about some of the ingredients, listening to Kyle, the formulator, even just talking about one of our ingredients, how, we burn fat instead of store fat, and how we can use it for energy. But what I didn't know, I learned this from him, is when we have fat, it's carrying all the toxins.
Right. Yeah.
I didn't know that. So that was a really great little nugget that I learned today. So overall, this is just going to be such a great overall well-being formula, if you will, of balance, meaning balancing those hormones, balancing that blood sugar, and giving you that all-day sustained energy, no crash, no cravings, and the good mood. And so it's all interconnected and all synergistically blended, but all interconnected, meaning they're all working with one another as adaptogens and on stress and anxiety and so forth. So I'm so excited to just follow your journey. Yeah. I know all of us are going to be excited to see. I know that a lot of people can relate to what you've had to experience since you were young. You always kind of had just terrible periods.
Terrible pain, but cravings too are horrible.
Yes.
Well, just craving the chocolates and different things. And I don't necessarily like sweets until it's right about that time that I'm wanting and seeking them out. And
Well, that's another great point. So because everything with what we've done is very cellular or very foundational or root at the body, treating the body of the whole, not the symptom. Well, this formula is going to be absolutely addressing those cravings from two different places. So when you balance blood sugar, you don't have those cravings. And then when you balance hormones, you won't have those cravings. And then when you add our Chromax in there, which is incredible for appetite, yes, and fat burning, but also those cravings. So I really think that you're going to see differences in the areas that, are most annoying, right, to you, or issues. And like you mentioned too, you're busy. Right. And you can't just lay on the couch. When you were younger, you could, right? And you'd have me taking care of you, running around. You don't have that anymore. You live on your own, and and you got cats to take care of, and you've got a job to do. And so honestly, we can't have something that interferes and debilitates us. And I'm sure it's not easy. Have you had to go before and do a tour and you're back?
It's horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's difficult to be on your feet, having to be on and hang out with people, watch them eat. I don't eat. And the whole thing, you're starving because my appetite is 10 times more when I'm about to be on it or on it. Feels like there's a hole in your stomach. And so it is, and you're just tired and you need extra caffeine. And I don't even hardly drink caffeine anymore. I try to diminish that, but unless it's green tea or matcha or chai tea, but then you have to double up on that because it's not as strong as coffee and being tired, but it does make things a little bit more inconvenient. But been living with it for 21 years, so you get used to it too.
Yeah. Long time.
Yeah.
Well, I am so excited that you could come on and kind of just share, your journey of, like you said, 21 years. My gosh, I know. I always just felt so bad for you. But I didn't want you taking any Advil. And you'd say, listen.
I wasn't living with it.
I know. I'm like, just live with it, right? No. That's actually, I won't, how I am. And my mom, Nana, your Nana, not my Nana. She'd go, I just don't understand why you don't just take an aspirin.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it.
It's a lot easier.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I know you won't have to do that anymore. It will be a journey when we balance the body naturally and when we allow the synergistic blend of just herbs and that type of thing. It might take some time for people, but they will notice a difference. And of course, we will have a few other things that we come out with that we're excited about. As you know, I've shared with you. And we may even take it to another level. I don't know. We're going to take the hormones to another level for the ladies that are a little bit older. But we may do that for, your generation. I don't know yet. But I know that as our formulator said today, this is a daily staple that is so necessary, especially in today's world, not just with the balancing of the hormones and the blood sugar, but just that adaptogen, like you said, with the ashwagandha and the different things that we have blended in there, that is just going to give that, yes, that great all-day energy, no crash, no cravings, but that sense of peace and well-being and just serenity, if you will. I saved some for myself, so I drank it this morning early. And I just feel great. I feel great. And I haven't even eaten because it takes your appetite away. And we've been going all day. And yeah, so it's really, I'm so excited, to have you have better quality of life, and you don't have to suffer, right? And have to still grind it and have that grit. And that you can just kind of ease through it, right? Yeah, well, I know you're busy. In fact, you came in from a tour and you didn't realize we were going to film.
No, that's what you have a car closet for.
So there you go. You look gorgeous. Yeah.
I always got to have every season an option for clothes.
Yeah. Well,
Have
you
them
did
all
great.
organized in my trunk.
Well, you did great. You did great. So I know your lifestyle is busy, and I appreciate you taking the time to come on over. And of course, I always love to see you. And so, as we say here at Fiorina Beauty, our tagline is "Sei Bella," which is "You're beautiful" in Italian. And my Nana, that you didn't get a chance to meet, and I'm so sad about that, she would always say "Sei Bella," or she'd say "Bella faccia."
Yes.
So if she knew you, she would say to you "Bella faccia," and she would tell you over and over again, because you are beautiful.
I heard that in Italy. Bella faccia.
Bella faccia, beautiful face. Yes,
Yep.
yes. Yeah. So, yeah. In Italy, I haven't been, but I know you've been.
Multiple times. So
I know. And your favorite is?
Florence and Tuscany.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to go back, aren't we?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, we are. I still have some living relatives, so we're going to go dig them up. I actually have, I'm not sure what, is she a cousin? I'm not sure, but she's a professor at the University of Rome. So, yeah. So we'll go back. But yeah, so anyway, so as we say at Fiorina Beauty, sei Bella. Thank you for coming on and sharing with us at Fiorina Beauty, and love you. Thank you, Brianna.
Love you too, Mom.
Appreciate it.
Thank you so much for tuning in to today's episode of the Fiorina Beauty Podcast. We hope you found inspiration and valuable insights to enhance your wellness journey. If you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to like, comment, and share it with your friends and family. Your feedback means the world to us. Make sure to subscribe to the Fiorina Beauty Podcast on your favorite podcast platform so you never miss an episode. We release new content every week packed with tips, stories, and interviews to empower you on your path to beauty and well-being. Remember, your support helps us grow and reach more listeners like you who are passionate about living a balanced and radiant life. Together, let's continue this journey of beauty and empowerment. Stay tuned for next week's episode, and until then, sei Bella. Thank you again for listening.